Hello, I'm Floyd, and welcome to World of Tanks. Now, we've finally got to the cheat video. I say finally. I've been trying to put one of these up for about 2 weeks now, but I lost it. So I ended up putting up the cheat 2, which is the tier 6, the one before this tank. And essentially, this is well, it's not the same tank, but it runs similar gun. The gun that we've got now, it does exactly the same penetration. Same damage, except it's in a auto loader format. 3 shots, around about every second. Takes about a second to reload between shots. The aim time's pretty good on this tank, so it can sort of keep up with it with a good crew. And then it takes about 7 to 8 seconds to reload the clip. So it's one of the faster reloads, but you only get 3. And its average damage is like 126 to 130. Not a great deal. So once you've done them, I think you've done a fair amount of damage, but it can bounce as well. I mean, the penetration is only 155. Did manage to pen the bottom of the T-34. If you use gold, it goes up to about 186 penetration. It's not a massive jump forward. No shot. I think we're going to get a shot on the T-28. Don't fire at him head on like that. But if he turns to the side, there we go. I think the downside about this tank is a tier 7 medium, and it's the same size as a Tiger 2. It's not exactly the same size. It's a little bit narrower than a Tiger 2, but in terms of length and height, I think it actually the dimensions are slightly bigger than a Tiger 2, which is obviously a tier 8 heavy, and this is a tier 7 medium. So she's a big old beast, easily spotted. I shoot that one low. It was just bad aiming. Spotted. Is there something behind me? Maybe, I don't know. Right, so I had a few of these T-Re games to go up. I figured this one would be the one. It's not because I do brilliant damage, but I do get a lot of spotting. The viewing range in it is not bad. I haven't got optics on the tank. What am I running? Gun lane drive, vents. Oh, he stopped. I can't remember what the third bit of equipment was. It may well be a rammer. If I don't know that you're allowed rammers on auto loaders, so to be fair. Right, we've got to think about getting back to the game. We've got to think about getting over with the Tiger now. I think everything else is clear, but we're not going to drive across. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back, go out a little bit wide, and go up to the rock. There's still a Centurion over there. There's a 30 over there and a T-44, all of which are very dead. I think the 44 is pushing forward. Is there a T-20 over there as well? Is he dead? I think he's dead. Right, we're going to push out. Staying a little bit below the ridgeline. And then we'll come back in behind the rock, and hopefully we get away with that. You can't really angle this tank. The armour is just well, there's not much to speak of. You've got 75 at the front. So it's, tier 5s have more armour than we do. 75, 35 sides and rear. I think with the turret it's 75, 50 sides and rear. So 75 front, 50 sides and rear. Right, we're going to throw a reload in. Just got the Centurion. You've got look at the mark you put in the side, and fortunately they have low alpha damage, those Centurions, but they can do it fairly quickly. Right, we're going to come up on the rear of the Ferdinand. He's already dead. We're going to double team the 44. Oh, bad. There we go. I got there just before him. So we're not done an awful lot of damage. But we've got to push, I think, because I think we've near enough cleared it from this side. They've probably got a TD. In fact, they've got 2 unspotted TDs and obviously the artillery. There's the SU. Oh, side on. Let her aim in. I think that worked out okay. Right, so what have we got left? I've only got 4 tanks left. Tiger 2, Jig Tig, and the M4 Easy 8. I think they're all over the other side, and we've got the artillery guarding the base. So the Easy 8 will probably make it back. The Tiger 2 will not, because he's going uphill, and they're good on the straight, not so good going up hills. The engines in the Germans are just terrible. That was a nerf some patches ago. Quite convincing win actually. I mean, 12-4. The Tiger 2's just dropped, leaves them with a Jig Tig, the Easy 8, and the artillery. I'm spotted, so he's right in here somewhere. Whoa! There we are. He's dead. And the Easy 8's. Oh, the Jig Tig's dead. That's it. Job done. So a relatively stress-free game, and we got a nice mastery out of it, and it's definitely not because of the damage, because we only did about 1500. And we've had bigger games and only got class 1s out of it, so let's take a look. It's all down to the spotting, 1500, 3,500 spotting, so that's probably track damage and possible spotting as well. It's got a good view range on that tank.